Tegan, I think we're back.
Okay, great.
It shows that we're live,
Okay.
although it did show us live last time, but
Okay, well, for those that were watching and you didn't miss anything, come on.
you missed a lot. I danced, introduced you to the entire team. It's just... Tegan played the Coke theme on her keyboard.
Oh, it's huge.
Oh my God. All right.
A lot of chords here.
Say goodbye to the stage. It looks a little more glamorous at night, but this is the daytime where we just have all the... Here we go. Tegan, just go slower. Okay. There we go. All right, I think we should just sit down and answer some questions because our internet is not very good, and maybe this will make us crazy. Let's sit down right here. Okay. More interesting background right there. Okay, let's see here. Okay, all right. Hi. Hey. We know it's not good, Tegan. This is going to take forever. I can't tell. Sometimes people say it's working and sometimes people say it's not. Okay, Tegan, your jacket is the best. Thank you very much. This is a boy's jean jacket from H&M. Nothing too fancy. Do you guys have any questions? We're going to sit back here for like a minute. I'm sorry that some of you missed the tour that we just gave of the backstage. The internet, unfortunately, what we learn at a lot of these music venues is that it's spotty in places because they're big spaces, and so even though it's 2016, sometimes we still can't get the internet, if you can believe it. All right, so we had a couple questions, a lot of questions about South America, and are we excited to be going there? Yes, we are. We are so excited. We have dates there in March, but before we go there, we're going to Mexico City this week, and we're also going to Bogota, our first time in Colombia. Pretty excited about that, too. Yes. We have a question. What will we be doing on our time off? Sarah, what are you going to do with your time off? I am going to go back home, and I'm going to hang out with my cats, and the big news of my personal life is that I got a new couch while I was away. I haven't even seen it yet. Ordered it online. It was a pre-election decision. I probably, post-election, would have bought something even more expensive to try to make myself feel better. Oh my goodness. Yeah, retail therapy. Someone just asked a question about me, why I pull my ears in and out during the show. So in-ear monitors are basically the new version of those big clunky monitors you used to see on stage where your sound comes out so you can hear what's happening. And so now they're in our ears. And I pull mine in and out because I like hearing the audience singing. Truthfully, I really miss when the monitor was on the ground. It sounds better in my ears, but I miss being able to hear the audience, so I pull them in and out all the time. And I think Annalise, who you met on our tour, who does our monitors, I think she worries that I don't like my sound, but I do like it. I just miss hearing your voices, so. All right, so we have a question about if we're coming back to America to play festivals next year. We are. A lot of questions about my cats. I do miss them. Thank you for all of the mail and fan artwork that we get backstage. It takes a lot of stress off me to know that somebody else in my life is more successful and famous than I am now. It's all about those cats. There's some questions about New Zealand. We did have plans to come to New Zealand next year when we go to Australia. We're working on a backup plan. So I think there'll be more announcements about touring coming soon. We're confirming a lot of festivals and things for next year. We just haven't announced them yet, but definitely lots of touring coming up. Okay, so Sarah... We've got some questions about meet and greets. Yeah. We will not be doing the meet and greets in Europe. I know this is very upsetting for people, but we are trying to do our best to, as old ladies, engage in our social media in a meaningful way so that you don't feel that you've completely lost touch with us. And we've got some surprises for some video stuff that we're going to do when we're over across the world. We aren't old. You're right. Thank you to all the people saying that. I'd like to think of us as mature and wise. And bringing up, just segueing nicely into some of the athleticism that you guys are all mentioning on stage, it is true that we are in our mid to late 30s, but we are still jumping and dancing as if we were teenagers. And no, I don't feel exhausted by it. I feel alive. So ridiculous. All right, so, okay, some comments about Snapchat. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been using Snapchat. I mean, honestly, I'm sure probably like most of you, whether or not you're from America or not, just has felt a little weird this week post-election. You know, we're really thinking a lot about our lives and about activism and politics, and it's felt like, you know, out of respect for so many people right now, it just felt like we haven't been doing as much silly stuff. The shows have been really awesome, though, and the audiences have been incredible, but yeah, it's been hard to sort of like know what to be posting on social media, because social media is already so stressful for us because we don't ever want to like hurt anyone's feelings or we hate it's like a fine line when you're advertising yourself and bragging. I don't know. I've always had a very tumultuous relationship with social media anyway, because I feel ridiculous sometimes posting stuff. So, but I'm glad you guys miss it, so maybe we should start doing it again. I mean, I feel like I'm terrible at it. Why are you laughing?
I love the person that said, "Why do the messages pop up in front of your faces? Who designed this?" I have to agree. I'm confused. I do like
this is our first time using Periscope.
I do like the like bubble feature. It's aesthetically pleasing to me, but if the purpose is to see our mugs, it's a little bit challenging. I'm just gonna do a quick. Oh wait, how do I? Oh, I see. I'm just gonna touch the screen. This is like a game of Frogger. I wanted to double tap to flip the camera. There we go. Oh crap! Hold on. This is what Jeremy is currently doing for us. It's like
it's so dark back here.
Literally holding these things to give us light.
It says you can turn off the chat. You guys like this? Do you wish that we did more stuff like this on Facebook Live or Periscope? Don't do an overhead shot. It looks so weird. Yes, you guys like it. Okay, well that's cool. So does anyone have any other questions that you want?
I need a haircut.
Periscope of your own. I know, but it was so nice of Coke to let us use their Periscope to learn.
We legitimately used to drink Coke. This is a true story. I'm sure Coke doesn't appreciate this, but we used to drink an unhealthy amount of Coke. Like we used to hide chat. There we go. We used to get up. We used to run into each other.
We don't know what people are saying, right?
Well, we can put it back on, I think. We used to get up in the middle of the night as teenagers, and we used to run into each other at the refrigerator, and we would fight over the last bits of Coke left in the bottle or the cans that were in the fridge. We drank a lot of Coke when we were growing up. We try to be a little bit more reasonable now.
Okay, I'm going to turn the chat back on so that we can see questions. Oh, okay, that's a good question. And, okay. So I'm going to hide the chat again. So one of the questions was, what old songs do we miss playing live? The other day, I actually heard You Wouldn't Like Me in a store, and I got really excited. So I think I'm going to go home this holiday season and learn some of the old songs again, like some of the other old ones. And who knows, maybe we'll redo them with the band, or maybe we'll just play them acoustically. But and then the other question was about when the last two videos. We have 2 videos left to release, That Girl and Dying to Know. When do they come out?
I don't know.
I know. I think That Girl's going to come out first, and I think it's going to come out after Thanksgiving. And then Dying to Know won't be done until, like, we're into December. But you guys both videos are really cool. They're very different. So I feel really excited about that.
There you go.
I'm going to turn the chat back on.
Show chat. Well, wait, hold on a second. Maybe what we'd like to do... Hold on, I'm just going to turn this thing around here. That was Drake. Okay. Can I see... Here we go. Okay. Tegan, why don't we show some stuff in this room? We were supposed to be... this was advertised as a sort of behind-the-scenes tour. I'm terrified...
Did we not already do that? We went and toured the whole venue.
Nobody saw it. It was not working. The internet was bad. So we've had to...
Okay, so you're just going to give a tour of this room because the internet's good in here?
Yeah.
Okay, so well, there's the fridge.
Try to make it interesting. There it is. Pretty... This is actually a pretty... It's a pretty visually stimulating backstage area.
We're pretty healthy.
We are pretty healthy.
Stuff out.
Some yogurt. There's some grapes.
Oh, and there's this.
There you go, guys. Wow. This is riveting stuff. Tegan, what else have we got? Jeremy? Poor Jeremy.
Stay with me.
Get her from the front! Get her from the front!
I don't know. I mean, there's clothes. There's, like, stuff. Let's look in these drawers. Let's see what's in here. There's toothpaste. There's some toiletries. There's some power bars.
There's always a lot of tampons.
A lot of hairspray and cleaning supplies. Jeremy gets up in the morning, comes in here, and he cleans so that we're not horrified.
What a bunch of divas.
Let's see. Well, we started taking baths because our bodies hurt from having to jump so much on stage. We got all our makeup laid out here and our hair supplies. Back in the early 2000s, we really didn't do much pre-show getting ready stuff, but now that everyone has a smartphone in our faces, we kind of have to apply a little more effort. With this record, we wanted to have a different kind of live show. So as people have probably seen on the internet, there's a lot of color in the show, and we're standing on a colored dance floor. So our lighting director, Gigi, makes us wear white clothes.
It's true.
And although I love the show, I kind of hate her for making us having to wear white.
It's true. It looks really good on stage, but this side. This is
the side of our. This is all our. We've been out on tour now since September, so we've been through 2 seasons. We're kind of into winter in some places, but we've been in summer, and then we experienced fall up in Canada. So we've got a lot of jackets, and then for press and promo.
And then this is the band clothes over here.
And then this is all the band clothes.
My parka
they
for
all
winter.
Look great in white, so they don't seem upset about having to wear white.
It's true. And then we got some luggage. This is. I wish the internet wasn't like that. Yeah, light that guy.
All right, let's sit down and answer questions again.
All right, we're back. That's it. That's the only part of the tour. This kind of excites me. I don't know if this is real back here, but if this is a real thing, I'm pretty stoked. Does it work?
Let's try.
Oh yeah, beer on tap backstage. Are you kidding me? Gonna have to jump extra high tonight. Okay, flip.
All right, so let's take a few more questions. Will we be doing any in-stores in Europe? I don't know. We haven't talked about that yet. Do you get bored hanging out backstage? Absolutely. Can you give my cat, Momo, a shout-out?
What's up, Momo?
What's up, Momo?
So any reason for the white clothes? Well, we did just discuss that it's mostly for lighting reasons, and it also sort of gives a, we connect to the band a little bit. We all sort of look like we're part of, In Sync in the 1990s. So it's exciting for all of us.
It's easier to light us.
What's next for Torres? That's a nice question. So Torres is our support band, and I don't know what their next touring is going to be, but we did discuss with Mackenzie that she has another album already basically finished, and so hopefully that'll come out soon, and it's excellent. Did you mail back cards from the DC shows yet? Yes, I do them always on the morning after the shows. But I will say this, you guys. I don't necessarily trust the postal system to get you guys everything that we send back. And so I don't know why you sometimes don't get them. Sometimes I don't know if it's because there isn't a return address. Sometimes I don't know if it's just because the mail is just weird now. And it's so we do our best. I do sign them every single day.
I was trying to make it so that your face showed with the comments underneath it, but, yes, we'll tell James hi.
Have you got to explore Florida at all? Well, we do see a lot of Florida. We've seen a lot of the cities that we've been in, and also my girlfriend's family is from Florida, so I actually do a lot of personal hanging out in Florida.
Someone just asked if we miss playing guitar. I still play guitar on 5 or 6 songs, and I love playing guitar on those songs. Truthfully, I kind of love not playing guitar on the whole set because it's less stressful. I feel like I'm forgetting less lyrics, and I love playing keyboard. And I love dancing and moving around, and I really feel closer to the audience. I feel closer to you guys when I'm not sort of behind an instrument. Like sometimes when I'm playing keyboard, I really feel like I'm just a musician on stage.
Somebody asked about, will you revisit the older albums on stage? Do you know that we're actually playing 16 old songs in our set? We only play 8 songs off the new record. So for anybody who has been wondering if we're going to play their favorites while we're on tour for this album cycle, we are definitely doing our best to try to play as much of your favorites as we can. Like just right, I think we're playing like half of the con on this tour. Which is really cool.
The con had 14 songs on it.
Oh, right. I forgot it was a stupid long album.
Sarah can't count. Lot of requests for That Girl and Dying to Know. And just so everybody knows, we try to switch. We had to make a hard decision, which was how many old songs versus how many new songs. And so we hope everybody's been enjoying all the old songs. But it has meant we can't play every single new song off the record. But I'm glad you guys like those songs. And once the videos are out, maybe more people will know them. But I'm really glad. Thanks for all the positivity. You guys are the best. Is there an LGBT charity that we're supporting tonight? Not tonight, but we do have some big announcements for next year with some work that Sara and I are going to be doing. I know it's already been out there on the internet, but we're starting a foundation that is going to benefit LGBTQ people, and specifically, we really feel like this is like the time in our lives where we want to give back, and we just derive such passion and pleasure and just so much meaning from working and giving back. So we have some really fun stuff planned for the next year. But you guys have been so generous and awesome.
Oh, Jeremy, somebody's asking about you and calls you a hottie.
What's up, girl?
What's up?
Jeremy, I don't know if some of you know this, but Jeremy went to high school with us, so we've known each other since first day, grade 10 we met. So we were 14? So we've known each other, like, 22 years.
22 amazing years.
That's crazy. So, but he's an awesome assistant tour manager. He does a great job. Okay, yeah, and James is also awesome, head of security, really wonderful, and he loves you guys. He thinks that the fans are just wonderful, and he's really enjoyed. This is his first time touring in North America, so. All right, we're going to do a few more questions. Let's see. Any surprises tonight? Let's hope not. Hi, Suzette. Sarah, a lot of shout-outs about your headbanging at the keyboards. She's doing some real, for dance moves, really.
Yeah, I actually think I might have a herniated disc and some nerve damage from this tour, so it's super fun.
James will be coming to Europe, as is Jeremy. Jeremy, lots of, like, your handsome comments. Maybe you should start Periscoping. Who thinks Jeremy should have his own Periscope, and he should...
You just hook me up with Coke, okay?
All right. Are we still live?
Yeah, I think it's so. It's still happening, yeah. Did we rehearse our dance moves for this tour? No. Our dance moves are just completely organic and improvised. And it's actually quite fun every night to try to think up different moves and different ideas. It's quite... it makes the show go by a lot faster, actually. There's a question about the Quinn hop. That's really adorable. Yeah, I guess it's kind of a Quinn hop. It's kind of we're like doing...
Jeremy and James should Periscope together.
There's also a question... there's been lots of questions about are we going to do documentary, or are we going to do any behind the scenes stuff, or do any special things for Love You to Death? We're definitely considering some things. We're just trying not to repeat ourselves. You know, for us it's about trying to put creative, artistic things back out there for people in a new and fresh way, which is why we haven't been doing a lot of video content, because everybody kind of does it now, that we're not sure exactly what we can contribute that is unique. So we're gonna keep working on ideas. People are very concerned about our jumping. Yeah. Guys, let me just let you in on a little secret. The camera lens,
it's a wide
angle lens, and it does in some ways stretch the reality of what is actually happening on stage.
Okay, don't reveal too much.
I don't know that I look that good in white pants, and I also don't know that I'm jumping that high.
All right, we're going to take a few more questions.
Just some comments about the band. Thank you so much. We love Gabe, Brendan, and Eva are wonderful, and we've enjoyed playing with them a lot. And
some questions about Canada. We do miss Canada so much, and yes, we will be announcing some more dates in Canada for next year, so all our Canadian peeps out there, keep your eyes peeled. And then for the people asking about side shows in South America, at this point I don't think we're announcing any other shows. You know, this is boring details, but often when you take on a big festival like we are with Lollapalooza, you're not allowed to play anywhere near that. There's a proximity clause, because sorry that probably you're just going to be able to see us at the shows that are already listed. So we're going to just take like 2 more questions and then we're going to sign off. But I'm glad you guys came and watched this, and we'll definitely try to do more of this in the future.
Lots of questions about what we're watching on Netflix. Did we see Stranger Things? Yes, we watch everything. I'm loving that show, Insecure on HBO, Westworld. I'm also watching You're the Worst, and I really love Halt and Catch Fire.
Insecure on HBO. Did you say that already? Sorry, I'm reading questions.
Yeah, I just literally that was the
it's
first
so
thing I
hard.
said.
I mean, I don't know how people would do this alone. You need
actually
2 people.
Next to her. We do like Black Mirror.
Portlandia is awesome.
Really funny. We like that. Broad City's really funny.
Oh my god, so good.
So good. So much good TV out there.
Lots of great podcasts. Yes, or last week I was tweeting about my favorite podcast, I think of all time.
Who's the
is
hot
Two
roadie?
Dope Queens.
Who's the hot roadie with the rip bod and the short hair? I think you might be referring to Chelsea. She is she's the assistant lighting director. And
our
she's
whole team is
rad.
amazing out here.
We've got so many awesome people out here. We could do a whole Periscope where we just introduce you to all of the people who we tour with, because they're lovely.
All right, well, you guys are so incredible.
Do you like shovels?
Yeah, that's
ominous. Like, we're going to dig our own graves or something? It's crazy.
It's getting weird out there. Thank you so much to Coca-Cola for letting us take over their Periscope. And sorry that a lot of the tour at the beginning was missed, but we will promise to do more of this in the future, because you guys are adorable. And thanks for all the support, you guys. I'm going to turn off the chats, and we'll say bye-bye Jeremy really wants to say bye one more time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.